When Ford first unveiled the Mustang GTD, the automotive world collectively held its breath. This was no ordinary Mustang, no mere muscle car to roar down a boulevard. This was a statement, a machine that blurred the lines between racetrack aggression and sculpture-like beauty. The Liquid Carbon edition took that idea even further, stripping away paint to reveal a mesmerizing carbon fiber body that glistened like armor in the sunlight. Every weave in the carbon told a story of precision, craftsmanship, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. The inspiration behind the GTD Liquid Carbon came from Ford's GT3 racing program. Engineers didn't want to simply inspire a road car. They wanted to build one that could, in spirit and engineering, walk off a track at Le Mans and onto the street without missing a beat. The result was a front-engine, rear-wheel drive beast with aerodynamic trickery that looked straight out of a wind tunnel, because it was. What makes the Liquid Carbon edition so distinctive is that its bodywork is completely exposed carbon fiber, with no paint to hide imperfections. This isn't just a stylistic flex, it's a showcase of craftsmanship. It takes meticulous manufacturing to achieve flawless carbon panels without the use of paint as a cover-up. This is why every GTD Liquid Carbon feels less like a mass-produced car and more like an individual art piece. At its heart sits a supercharged 5.2-liter V8, producing over 800 horsepower. But the Liquid Carbon is not simply about power, it's about balance. The magnesium wheels, the adjustable rear wing, and the race-inspired suspension system make it just as adept at carving corners as it is at shattering speed records. Ford didn't just create a fast Mustang, they created a holistic performance machine that respects aerodynamics, grip, and weight distribution. The Liquid Carbon name itself is a paradox. Carbon is the material of extreme lightweight strength, but here, it's treated like a precious metal. It's as if the designers wanted to send a clear message. This is performance engineering elevated to fine art. This is not for the casual commuter or the weekend poser. This is for the few who see driving not just as transportation, but as a visceral, soul-stirring experience. From its inception, the Mustang GTD Liquid Carbon was built for exclusivity. Production numbers are small. The build process is painstaking, and the demand is overwhelming. People aren't just buying a car, they're buying an experience, a piece of history. It's a vehicle that will be whispered about in enthusiast circles for decades, much like the legendary Shelby GT350 or the Boss 429. The design of the Mustang GTD Liquid Carbon isn't about making a car look good. It's about making it fast and letting speed dictate beauty. Every curve, every edge, every surface exists for a reason. The hood vents aren't for show. They channel hot air out of the engine bay to maintain optimal temperatures. The side scoops feed air to the transmission and rear brakes, ensuring peak performance under extreme loads. The aggressive front splitter and massive rear diffuser aren't simply there to look menacing. They generate real downforce, keeping the car glued to the asphalt at high speeds. Carbon fiber allows Ford's engineers to sculpt shapes that aluminum or steel could never achieve. The Liquid Carbon edition's body is almost a living thing. Each panel curves and twists as if carved by the wind itself. The absence of paint means you see every weave, every fiber strand, making it feel like the car was woven rather than built. It's a level of intimacy with the material that few other cars offer. One of the most striking features is the active aerodynamic wing mounted on the rear. Unlike a fixed spoiler, this wing adjusts its angle depending on speed, cornering forces, and braking needs. At high speed, it flattens to reduce drag. Under braking, it tilts aggressively to act as an air brake. It's technology borrowed from motorsport, integrated seamlessly into a street-legal car. Even the wheels are a masterstroke. Forged from magnesium, they are lighter than aluminum equivalents, reducing unsprung weight and improving handling. They're wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 R tires, some of the stickiest street-legal rubber money can buy. Because a car with this much capability demands tires that won't betray it. Inside, the Liquid Carbon doesn't play games. You won't find overstuffed seats or glossy wood trim. Instead, you're greeted with Alcantara, exposed carbon fiber, and controls that make you feel like a racing driver. The steering wheel is thick and grippy, the pedals are perfectly placed, and the driving position is low and commanding. It's not luxurious in the traditional sense. It's purposeful, functional, and laser-focused on performance. Every time you walk around the GTD Liquid Carbon, you notice something new. A hidden vent, a subtle crease, a surface that catches the light differently depending on your angle. It's like looking at a sculpture that reveals itself slowly over time. And that's the genius. The car doesn't just perform at the limit, it makes you fall in love before you even start the engine. Beneath that stunning carbon fiber skin lies the reason the Mustang GTD Liquid Carbon exists. Raw, unapologetic power. The 5.2-liter supercharged V8 is a hand-built monster, tuned to deliver over 800 horsepower to the rear wheels. It's not just about the numbers, it's about the way it delivers them. The throttle response is immediate, the acceleration is ferocious, and the sound is unlike anything else on the road. It doesn't just growl, it screams. A mechanical battle cry that echoes every time you push it toward its red line. Ford didn't stop at brute force. The GTD Liquid Carbon features a transaxle layout, with the transmission mounted at the rear for near-perfect weight distribution. This setup, combined with an advanced adaptive suspension, means the car is as comfortable dominating a race circuit as it is devouring a mountain road. You can feel the engineering precision in every turn, the way it grips, the way it rotates, the way it talks to you through the steering wheel. Cooling is a major challenge for any car making this kind of power, so Ford equipped the GTD with an intricate cooling system. Large radiators, strategically placed ducts, and even air channeled through the rear ensure that temperatures stay under control, even during extended track sessions. It's the kind of attention to detail that separates true performance cars from pretenders. What's fascinating is how the Liquid Carbon's performance isn't intimidating. Yes, it's an 800 horsepower machine, but it's also predictable and controllable. The stability control systems are tuned for enthusiasts, allowing you to explore the car's limits without feeling like it's constantly fighting you. It's a driver's car in every sense, one that rewards skill, precision, and bravery. The Mustang GTD Liquid Carbon isn't just another limited edition performance car. It's a cultural statement. It shows that American engineering can stand shoulder to shoulder with the best Europe and Japan have to offer. Not just in the straight-line speed, but in holistic, track-focused performance. Decades from now, collectors will look back at the GTD Liquid Carbon as a turning point. The moment the Mustang fully embraced its supercar potential. It's also a showcase of where automotive technology is heading. Lightweight materials, active aerodynamics, precision engineering. These aren't just buzzwords. They're the future of high-performance driving. And yet, the GTD manages to combine all this technology with something far rarer in modern cars: soul. Every time you drive it, it feels alive, as if it's daring you to push a little harder, brake a little later, and trust it a little more. Owning one isn't about having the fastest car at a stoplight. It's about being part of a very small club of people who understand what makes a great car truly great. It's about the feeling you get when you run your hand over that flawless carbon fiber and realize that you're touching the culmination of decades of engineering evolution.